Here she is, Emma Bridgewater. She arrived yesterday in torrential rain. So unboxing was well, it was kind of done for me really, because by the time I got her all sorted out, the box was pretty much trashed. But she's intact and she looks pretty good. Let's have a look. I counted the buds. I think there's about 16 buds on her, and there is one bud I can actually show you. It looks quite dark actually. Last night when I was looking at it, it looked darker than that, but it's quite a dark bud. That, no scent from it yet obviously, but there's a good 16 buds on her. She looks quite cottagey, I think. She's certainly got a personality. She does have a similarity, I think, to Penelope Lively in maybe in habit, but the canes look pretty good. There's a few in there. Let's have a look at the canes. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 decent canes. That's okay. But she looks pretty good to me, and for her to come with all those buds on is nice. I'm quite pleased with her. She's they say she's a 3.5 by 3.5, if you can see that. Let me just go in and show you that. But it's just, that's basically just the blurb that you get on their website. But it gives you an idea, doesn't it, of how she is in there. But I think for where I want to put it, which is in my front garden with Desdemona and Olivia Rose Austin, I think she'll complement that part of my garden really well. And I know there's been a comment about yet another pink rose, and I totally get it, but I am a pink fan. I really am. And I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's me to a tea, and I do love pink. And actually, when I was about to order Eustacia Vi this week, because I've dug up a huge Japanese anemone. It's only been in, I think, 2.5 years maybe, but it's really encroaching on everything, and I keep digging up the new bits of it, which just seem to produce week upon week upon week. So I just got to the point where I thought, no, it's got to go. But it's kind of spread, so that area has been left, because that's what they do, you know, they kind of spread, and you think, oh, I've not got much planting space now. In actual fact, it's quite a big planting space, so I thought I'm going to put a new rose in there, something that will sit nice with Olivia Rose Austin and Desdemona. And I have, yeah, everybody on David Austin's site's got a wish list, haven't they? And Eustacia Vi was kind of the next one on my list to purchase. And then up popped the introduction Emma email into my inbox, and I thought, oh, I think on balance I'm going to go for that instead. And Eustacia Vi can stay in my wish list, and I may still buy her, but I thought for that space this looked to have more of what I'm looking for it. So she's quite tall. I'm surprised they're saying it's 3.5 by 3.5, because she at this stage in this pot, and you're in a pot, you know, they never become what they can in the garden, in the ground. So I would think she looks to be a bit taller. I mean, she's standing quite tall here. She's quite tall. I'm surprised at the size. She has the look of a rose that could go certainly wider and certainly taller than that if she got going. So we'll see. And the foliage is like a semi-matte, really. It's not I wouldn't say it's an absolute flat matte, but it is a semi-matte, and it's sort of a cross between an olive and a pea colour to me. But yeah, she's absolutely full of buds, so we'll see. But I'm afraid at this stage I can't give you a fragrance report, because she's just not, you know, I don't have a bud that's open enough to do that. But there's a promise of a lot, so in a few days time, maybe, if the torrential rains, which have stopped thankfully this morning, but I am house sitting for one of my neighbours and greenhouse sitting for one of my neighbours this week, and her garden is flooded at her greenhouse end. So sort of been over there this morning, sort of bailing out and shifting pots, and because she's on slightly lower ground, I think, than we are, and the back of her garden is flooded, so I had to deal with that this morning. So but anyway, I knew that I wanted to get on and do this, because I said I would do well, I didn't say I would, but JJ did ask me if I would, he'd be interested in my opinion. So not that my opinion's worth anything, because I'm no expert on roses, but it's nice to be able to look round the rose and show you and give you my first impression. But that's it so far. That's my impression of her, and we'll see how she is when she gets in the ground, because that will be the real test, how she behaves when she's got her roots down in the soil and had a year or two in the ground. Then we should really know what she can offer. I do like the bloom on this rose, and it is very similar to a lot of David Austin's. I get that, and I understand people are like, oh, another pink rose. And it's a shame if you're wanting, you know, your vibrancy and your reds and oranges and yellows, and, you know, I get that. That's what people want. But I like the pinks. I really do. Pinks and creams, and, you know, I can go peach and apricot, and I think that's where I draw my colour palette line. I just prefer the softer tones than the hot colours. It's just personal preference, isn't it? So for me, I'm delighted that she's a pink, but I can see why some people are not too happy about that. So maybe the second offering of the year, later in the summer, maybe a red or maybe a yellow or an orange. So then the fans of those stronger hot colours will be rewarded then, and I hope they are, because it must be disappointing to see yet another pink rose, and maybe one that people are just sort of a bit meh about, which I totally get. You know, it's your choice, it's your money, and it's your garden, and you buy what you want to buy, and I've bought this because I wanted to buy it. So let's see how she goes on, and I'm happy to have her, and I'm looking forward to seeing her in the position I've got for her, because I do think with the habit that she seems to be displaying at the moment, she will be perfect for it, because there's a bit of personality in there. You know, she doesn't have stiff, straight canes. She's got some movement about her and some cottageiness about her, which I find quite endearing. So I think I'm really looking forward to seeing her develop over the coming years and see how she takes to living here. So that's my little, for what it's worth, take it with a pinch of salt, because I am no rose expert, but I just have a love of pretty things, mostly pink pretty things. But I do, and you know, it's coming from a genuine place. I'm not trying to sell it, and I'm not trying to put you off it. I'm just saying this is how she looks. She's arrived, and it's, you know, this is my review, which doesn't include a perfume, which is a shame, because it's not a complete review. But I will definitely do a perfume update once she is in bloom, and then we can find out what what she's like perfume wise. But that's her today, having arrived looking quite healthy, and she's arrived looking happy, healthy, bigger than I was expecting. So we'll see when this little baby here starts to open. I might be able to give you an update on perfume. We'll see. No greenery, just getting a scent of greenery at the moment. We're going to have to wait for a perfume opinion. But there you go, she's here. And I'm just about to go and dig a hole now. And in fact, I'll pop round and I'll show you where she's going. And then when I've dug a hole, I'll show you her in it. So let's just go and have a look. And this is where she's going to go. This is the space that I have. We have over here Desdemona, and this is a peony. And then over here, with some beautiful buds on, we have Olivia Rose Austin. And I'm going to be digging a hole there. So I need to go get my favourite yellow spade and get cracking. And then I can show you how she looks once I get her in the ground. So let's go get my big yellow spade, but I won't be able to film that because with the best will in the world, I'm not going to be able to dig a hole and hold this at the same time. Okay, there she is, in, done. And actually it wasn't bad digging because we've had so much rain. The ground was so soft, it was sort of knife through butter kind of consistency, so it was very easy for me, to be honest. The roots, I should have actually shown you the roots. The roots filled the pot, so I don't know how long she's been in that pot, but the roots had filled it. So I was quite pleased to see that because I wasn't really sure what to expect when I was to remove her from the pot. But no, she has a good root system all the way around that pot. So I don't know when she went in it, but it can't be like last week. I've backfilled with the natural soil that's here, and then I've top dressed with the compost I always have around the place, which is the Eden. I use that all the time, and in and around the roots, all the way around the root block, not root ball, the root block is the mycorrhizal fungi, which I use on all my roses when I plant them. So that's it. So I've not incorporated any organic matter into the hole itself. She's just in the native soil. But like I say, as you can see here, it was easy digging. It came out very easy, and I've just top dressed with some of my Eden, which I love. I love that company and I love their stuff. So I've just top dressed with that and firmed it in with my welly. So let's see how she goes. I think she looks lovely there, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this bed develop with Desdemona and the lovely Olivia Rose Austin, which I've actually covered in soil. Look, I'm sorry about that, Olivia. I've inadvertently smattered you with soil, so I apologise for that. There you go, you see, look there, forgiven. You look lovely again now, look. Yeah, that's it. Let's see what she smells like in a few days when I get a chance to give her a sniff, and when I do, I'll report back and let's see what we all think. But there you go, Emma Bridgewater planted. Welcome to your new position. The Japanese anemone is in a pot and it's given me the opportunity to have this, so I'm very happy about that.